The music scene is extremely diverse, and for the uninitiated, it would be a daunting task to make sense of all the niche genres and subgenres that have differences so subtle, they're almost indistinguishable. Hi and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to try to figure out the differences between genres and the so-called easy listening music, namely ambient, downtempo, chillout, chillhop, chillstep, and jazzhop. Let me describe the features of each genre and maybe we can learn to distinguish them from one another. For each one, we will give you a few examples. You can also find links to the channels and playlists to each genre down below. Before we start, it's important to mention that the lines between genres are blurred. And for example, the same track can be labeled as downtempo, TripHop, and Chillhop at the same time. There are hundreds of genres, so we want to focus on the selected few we mentioned before. We are currently developing a variety of music channels as well as our own music label. So I will share with you how we distinguish these genres in our studio. I am certain that some of you are experienced music lovers, so it would be great if you could share your thoughts regarding different genres and how you tell them apart down in the comments below. So let's begin, shall we? The broadest one would probably be Chillout, a namesake of certain areas inside clubs where people could sit down and relax. Chillout is loosely defined, but it is characterized by slow tempos and relaxed moods. Talking about Chillout, it is important to distinguish the two genres, ambient and downtempo. Ambient music puts tone and atmosphere over traditional music structure or rhythm. It can be anything from abstract noises or sounds of nature to melodic synths and pianos. What sets it apart is the fact that most of the time it lacks any sort of beat. Ambient's main goal is to set a certain atmosphere, and to achieve this, the track doesn't always have to sound pleasant. Something like the score from Blade Runner can be considered ambient, and elements of ambient are used in many genres. Downtempo is a genre of electronic music similar to ambient music, but with a greater emphasis on beats and combined elements of hip-hop beats, drum and bass breaks, and ambient atmosphere at a slower tempo. It is a broad genre that includes a variety of smaller micro-genres, and it's difficult to place on a genre map. For simplicity's sake, we can pretty much say that everything that we will discuss further is a subgenre of downtempo. TripHop music is described as a fusion of hip-hop and electronica until neither genre is recognizable. It may incorporate a variety of styles including funk, dub, soul, psychedelia, R&B, and house, as well as other forms of electronic music. Trip-hop can be highly experimental and often has a certain melancholic tone, but it's not tied to it. Lo-fi or low-fidelity music. This is basically music that is recorded in lower sound quality or purposefully downgraded to sound like it's low quality. Certainly, it is an aesthetic choice, a creative decision to make your music sound worse in order to make it sound better. And lo-fi is all about that. It takes a lot of different forms and ranges, from some guys making a band demo in the garage, mixtapes, or beats with sophisticated jazz samples. Nowadays, when saying lo-fi, people often refer to lo-fi hip-hop, which is essentially chill-hop. Chillhop, lo-fi hip-hop. Some call it the ambient of the millennials, and it is partially true. The micro-genre exploded in the mid-2010s and has its unique identity, and it's very popular to this day. Basically, it takes principles of lo-fi and hip-hop, hence hop in the name, and combines them with some of the elements of chill-out music. Normally, it has a positive or neutral attitude and it's very easy on the ears. What sets it apart is the use of downgrading samples like vinyl crackle noise and other imperfections, which are also borrowed from lo-fi. The beat is usually very repetitive and tracks often include guitar and piano in the mix. It is quite rare you could find a chill-hop track with vocals, as this genre is designed to be as unintrusive as possible, allowing the listener to enter a certain state of flow. Chill-hop and lo-fi hip-hop are very close and in many people's eyes are almost indistinguishable. That being said, lo-fi hip-hop has a very grungy sound with a very prominent downgrade aesthetic, while chill-hop uses downgrade effects more subtly and generally sounds more modern and clean, and it has more spacious feel to it. The best way to describe Chillstep is to say that it's a baby of ambient and beats from two-step and dubstep. It is not too aggressive, but never feels like it goes on autopilot like Chillhop. The mood ranges from sad to melancholic, and the majority, if not all, the Chillstep tunes are played in minor. In addition, it has thick bass lines, pianos, and synths, and producers often play with oriental motifs in their tracks. It is easy to mix up Jazzhop with Chillhop as they are similar in nature, with one notable exception. Jazzhop uses a lot of jazz samples with respective instruments like double bass, sax, trumpets, and sometimes 70s-inspired disco organs. This gives Jazzhop a more vintage feel while retaining the relaxing nature of Chillhop. That's it for today, and of course there are a lot more genres we have to cover. And if this video gets enough likes and comments, a new one will come out sooner. Tell us what you want us to cover, a more in-depth analysis of the genres we talked about, or maybe some other genres of electronic music. We publish music of all the genres we talked about, so stay tuned for more and enjoy the music.